What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisor.com, bringing home the bacon. NFL DFS video. We are breaking down Monday Night Football, Atlanta Falcons, Las Vegas Raiders. We're just going to jump into it. I don't want this to be a prolonged video. If you've never been here before, we do have a giveaway every single NFL Showdown video. Here's how to win. Be a subscriber to the YouTube channel, like this video, and leave a comment for the comment picker. If you guys get this video to at least 50 likes, you'll have a chance to win a free week of FTA Plus. That is a week of all sports, not just NFL. It's a all sport pass for every pass. If this video gets 100 likes, a chance at a free month, 150 likes, chance at a free year, 200 or more likes on the video, a chance at a lifetime pass. Now, we do have a ton of content for all the other sports. FTA Plus is $10 for a week. It is $30 for a month, but if you use the promo code Black Friday, all one word, all capital letters, you can get it for $15 for your first month. So if you want to, jump in there. The yearly pass, normally $199. Use the promo code NBA is back. We only have one coupon code left, then it's gone forever. Get it for $74.99. These include every single sport, not just the NFL. So that being said, if you've never been here before, we are going to cover some things. We're going to look at stats from last year to this year, and how to build lineups with some percentages, captain's percentages, stack percentages, stuff like that. We are then going to build a few lineups on DraftKings, FanDuel, and Yahoo for you. So before we get started, another way to have a giveaway, we are giving away monthly passes for every 50 subscribers to this channel right here. This link will be down below. It's the history of. We do take suggestions on what you guys would like to hear or learn about the history of. So we've got it for you. So any questions, check out this video or check out this channel. Check out all the videos. If you watch them to bump up the watch time and we get into the partner program quickly, we will give away a lifetime pass as well. So that being said, we are going to cover everything for you. We're going to use our matchup tool. We're going to cover everything. So let's just look at the matchup tool real quick before we dig into the actual game. So we are doing the second game, the game that starts 30 minutes later than the Monday night game between the Vikings and the Bears. But looking versus the quarterback, you can see this is how you read this. These are the defenses. These are the stats given up. They are very bad in the red zone, both of them. Both teams are bad in the red zone. Touchdowns are aplenty. Rushing stats and fantasy points allowed. So you can see the Falcons are ranked 29 out of 32 against the opposing quarterback. So we look at Aiden O'Connell. I mean, you look at the Raiders quarterback, whoever they throw out there. They're pretty bad. But on the flip side of that, you can see the Raiders are very bad too. So Kirk Cousins could have a bounce back game, or depending on who the starter is. So looking at that, so O'Connell is questionable. If O'Connell's out, it is Ritter. So it is going to be Desmond Ritter there. We'll see. We'll definitely see there. And then, is Kirk Cousins going to start? He is. So the only problem is he's been very bad lately. Now, if he is bad and they pull him, then our lineups could be screwed. So let's just kind of pay attention to that. Running back situation, Falcons ranked 9th, so they're pretty good, giving up 20.9. You see the Raiders are 21st out of 32. Wide receivers, you see that the Falcons secondary is very bad. The Raiders wide receivers are good. So in theory, you could look at, I know he's a tight end, but Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, we could look in that direction. And then tight end wise, the Raiders are almost dead last, so Falcons, Kyle Pitts. But Kyle Pitts scares me a little bit. I just don't enjoy Kyle Pitts as a fantasy asset. So we will definitely see. So that being said, all of these stats are coming from DraftKings, but here's how it's broken down since the start of last year and through Sunday Night Football last night. 84% of the winning lineups have contained at least one of the quarterbacks. Desmond Ritter, okay, we know he's going to start. Playing his former team. Is it a revenge game? I don't know. If you follow that narrative, maybe Desmond Ritter's in a good spot. You got Kirk Cousins. Get him in there. The problem is, if he struggles, they might bring in Penix, and that's the only thing that I could see happening. Only 6% of the winning lineups on DraftKings have used all $50,000 salary. Only 16% of the winning lineups have used a $200 or less player for flex. As of the moment I looked at it, I don't see anyone that makes sense unless we find some value open up. 84% of the winning lineups have used a $4,000 player or less. So we are looking basically at Trey Tucker and down. Raiders defense, maybe, if they think they're, Kirk Cousins is going to throw a couple of terrible throws, I guess. Abdullah makes a little bit of sense, but he is not technically the starter now. Max Mayer, a little bit, you can see, while everyone is all over Brock. 7 for 9, 68 yards last week. No touchdown, but double digits. So he could be a sneaky pick there. I honestly do not mind him as a sneaky pick. The average salary used here is $47,500. Then we get into the stack. So the best stack that has been here, 44% of the time, a 4-2 stack. So depending, they have the current line as the Falcons -6 with the implied team total Falcons 25.4 with the Raiders 19.7. So you could do a couple of lineups with the Falcons as a 4-2 stack, but if you think the Raiders are going to be playing from behind and have to throw it a ton, then you could do a 4-2 stack in that sense with the Raiders. 3-3 stack is won at 36% of the time, and a 5-1 stack only 21% of the time. So then we get into the captain percentages. The majority of them kind of looking, but 39% of the time it's been a wide receiver in the captain spot. 28% of the time it's been a running back. 17% a quarterback. 7% of the time a tight end. 7% of the time a defense. And only 2% of the time a kicker. But kickers' lives matter. They have been kind of helping us lately. So a sneaky one that he's going to get more run is Sincere McCormick. I thought his name was Sean. It is not. Mr. Sincere, Mr. Worldwide. You could look at Sincere McCormick in this one. Not saying he's going to be a captain spot, but he's in there for the running. So, that being said, we know the implied team totals, Atlanta's at a 25.4, where the Raiders are at a 19.7. So, let's build some lineups in the sense of, let's say the Falcons are absolutely going to run through them. They're going to dominate. It's not going to be competitive. We want to take advantage of that. So, I am looking at a building off of that, we could see what we could do. So, let's take a look. Bijan at the top. He's very expensive, but I think he allows it. We can get Kirk Cousins in there, dumping passes off to him or dumping passes off to other people. I think Jacoby Myers needs to be in the majority of your lineups because he's very good. The Atlanta secondary is not, and I think they'll be playing from behind, which should equal out a little bit here. So I think Ray McCloud still makes a lot of sense to me. While everyone's going to be on Drake London, Darnell Mooney, Ray McCloud down here at 5,400 allows you to do some different things. The guys, basically it's a 5-1 stack here if we are going that direction. Tyler Algier, I think he still gets a little bit of run here. Even though we've got Bijan in there, I think Bijan could still go for 75-plus yards and a touchdown, and Algier could come in, vulture a touchdown or two. Or if they get up huge, it could be in store. Kyle Pitts is the one that, he's got a fantastic matchup. It just depends if it will translate to fantasy points. So that's one lineup for DraftKings. We'll build another lineup with a captain of, let's put Jacoby Myers as a captain. I do like this here. I'm putting Jacoby in the captain spot. I'm putting in Desmond Ridder as my guy, throwing it to him, obviously. Then we could get Kirk Cousins, so we've got both of them in there. Kyle Pitts is in a good spot. Hopefully we don't get pitted, is what we'll call it. We'll see. Got Ray McCloud that I want to put in there. And now we're at 8,800, so we're able to go Mooney. We could go McCormick. I think I want to go McCormick. So I want to do a 3-3 stack. We've got 3 Vegas, we've got 3 Atlanta, and I think this one has potential right there. I do like that matchup there. And then we know Brock Bowers, he gets a ton of looks. He gets a ton of targets. So if we look at Brock Bowers, second highest price guy, game log wise, the targets were here, just nothing happened against Tampa Bay. For what's wild, because they were losing, you would think they would throw it to him. 25 was his longest reception, nothing. I don't like to see that. We want to see the double digits here. So I'm going to put Bowers here. I'm going to put Bijan here. I'm going to get in, let's see if we can get in Kirk Cousins, because there's throwing it to Robinson. Let's see if we could get in Desmond Ridder. So now we're at 2,000. I don't think we're able to. So let's do a Vegas one where we don't have Cousins. So we get in a little bit cheaper, but let's do Max Mayer here as well. So we're at 5,300. Kyle Pitts is 48, and now we're at 59. We can get in Ray McCloud. We can get in a kicker if you think. Maybe Dylan Carlson gets in there, and we do get a kicker in there. So we've got a 4-2 stack Vegas. We've got Brock Bowers at the top. We've also got our kicker in there as well. So that is a DraftKings type. That's sort of them. If you want to see so we have a full cheat sheet with all the plays we like at MVP, with all the plays we like at Flex on the website under the NFL tab. So let's move over to FanDuel. So looking at FanDuel, it is a little bit different than DraftKings. We have $10,000 more and one spot less. I don't think we're going to change our strategy up too much. I want to get in Robinson in there. I want to get in Jacoby Myers because I love the matchup for Myers. We want to get in Desmond Ridder, throwing it to Myers. I think we get in McCormick as well. And now we're at 10,500. So Darnell Mooney, Algier, Madison. I think I want to use Darnell Mooney in here. Now, we don't have Kirk Cousins. This is true. But this is a lineup here. A Vegas-heavy lineup, 3-2 with Vegas. Now, a second lineup we could use looking at, let's go off the books and get a little bit crazy. What could we build with a Kirk Cousins MVP? So he's at 14. He's 2,000 less. We got Bijan in there. Let's get Drake London in there. We've talked about him but have not used him. Let's get in Sincere McCormick. And now we're at 7,000. We're not going Marshall. Mayer could be a sneaky one. Cordell Hodge, you could look at maybe a little bit. Charlie Warner, has he done anything lately? No, really hasn't done anything. Let's get Max Mayer in there. Or where are the defenses? Defenses are higher and the kickers are higher. The kickers are also higher. So Max Mayer might take a little bit of off of Brock Bowers' book. So let's put that lineup in there for a second lineup. And then what does a Desmond Ridder? Let's look at a Desmond Ridder MVP. So we're at 12,000. Desmond Ridder's got to throw it to Bowers. We're going to get a little bit of Sincere in there as well. Now we're at 11.5 both ways. So Jacoby Myers at 12, and now we're at 11. Darnell Mooney, Algier, Madison. You go the kickers. We get Mooney in there. So we've got a 4-1 stack Raiders with Mooney in there. 500 on the table. You could mess around with this a little bit. If you didn't want to go with McCormick, you could flip that around at 10.5 and go maybe a kicker. You could go Carlson. You've left 2,500 on the table. Completely okay with that. I see both ways working out. So those are your FanDuel ones. Now, Yahoo, not a ton of you play Yahoo. I get that. But there are a couple of you, and you guys have asked. So I wanted to see if we could build something. So looking at Robinson at $36. Drake London at 30. These are very expensive guys. Kirk Cousins in there. If we put in Ridder, we're at 10. Dwelly, no. Probably can't do Ridder in there. Again, pricing is different. We get McCormick in there, and now we're at 14. We give a little bit of run, so maybe a Kyle Pitts. So you got 4 Atlanta, 1 Las Vegas. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it would be, let's put in Bijan in here. Let's put in McCormick. Mr. Sincere. Let's put in Desmond Ridder in here. Can we get in Kirk Cousins? Now we're at $24. We could go Darnell Mooney. You could go Ray McCloud. Ray's averaging 7. Mooney's averaging 11. Let's put him in there. So we've got 3 Atlanta, 2 Raiders. I'll put that in there. I like that lineup. So just a couple lineups on Yahoo. Just a different way to do it. Oh, the contest is full. I cannot play a paid contest, which is wild on Yahoo, but because I can do everything else. But that is just a different direction to do. So That being said, hopefully you like this little breakdown. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to go subscribe to the other YouTube channel. Don't forget to go check out fantasyteamadvice.com. And also, don't forget to, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.